With 2 laps to go, coming down to the white flag, the gap has shrunk just by a little bit, but I think it's going to be too little too late. The white flag flies, 1 lap to go here for Nia Steidl. Steidl came into this race 35th in the point standing, second to last with 41. But working her way through turns 3 and 4, she's finally going to do it. Nia Steidl comes off the corner, and she will win the Virginia 500 here in Martinsville. They've worked their way now through turns 3 and 4. White flag goes in the air. 1 lap to go for Nia Steidl. Working her way through the dogleg, back into turns 1 and 2 for the final time. Last week, she was 35th in the point standings, got her win at Martinsville, moved her up to 21st. But now, this win is going to mean something more. Final time through turn number 4, Nia Steidl is going to win here in Nazareth. 5 laps to go here in Iowa. Can Walker Family Motorsports close out the deal and win their first race of the season? Let's find out. Abby Walker brings them to the restart. 5 laps to go. Both drivers got a really good restart, but Terry's going to try to be the first one to pounce. Not going to be able to secure a good run there coming through turn number 2, so he's just going to have to stare straight at the back bumper of the 18, who continues to hold off all challenges as of right now. Caleb Rose waiting in the wings just in case if anything were to happen. Meanwhile, you look back here, everybody else is just trying to bob and weave and try to find their way around this number 88 of Brandon Perez. It's even worse back over here. They're 3 wide, all trying to get by Sebastian Vaughn. This whole field is stacked up here, and they're crashing. Stephen Colonna around to the front straightaway. And the caution is out. Race is over. Abby Walker is gonna be your winner. Walker Family Motorsports started 1-2, and they're gonna finish 1-2. With Abby Walker rounding her way through turn number 4. And she's gonna do it. Walker Family Motorsports is finally gonna go to victory lane, and Abby Walker will win the American Ethanol 400 here in Iowa. We had ourselves a very fantastic race here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Impressively enough, only 1 caution here today, and a good handful of leaders, including this driver right here, Emily Anderson, who's going to see the white flag fall. 1 lap to go here at Indianapolis, and 1 lap away from history for Emily Anderson. Coming into this race, Emily Anderson was 10th in the point standings, and with 3 wins to her resume. She wound up winning at Texas in 2017. In 2020, she won at Richmond, and earlier this year at North Wilkesboro. Today, she will officially make history. By adding this win to her resume, she'll become the all-time winningest driver in WRLA history at 4. Checkers are in the air, and Emily Anderson will win the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. But now, as we're down to 15 laps remaining here in this Ally 400, I'm actually kind of curious as to who's going to be the race leader after all this. It might be Braden Perez still, with Russell Blaze all over the back bumper. And here we go. Challenge for the lead is on. Here comes Russell Blaze to the inside. He's down on the apron. Still double file going into turn 1. This more than likely may be the fight for the win. Blaze edges ahead. Can he clear up in front of the 88? They're coming up with Abby Walker in tow. And Perez has to lift. New race leader. It's Russell Blaze in the 69. He jumps out with the race lead. Russell Blaze is going to see the white flag fall here at Nashville. 1 lap to go in the Ally 400 for Russell Blaze. Perez still sticking 0.2 of a second behind Blaze as they work their way off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway one last time. For Russell Blaze, it's all going to finally come together. They work their way through turns 3 and 4. The heartbreak is over. Russell Blaze is finally a WRLA Pepsi Cup Series winner here in Nashville. Everybody else is just stretching it out and just going for fumes, and they're doing everything that they can to try to finish this race without even having to make one final pit stop. And I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Both of the American Motorsports cars fighting it out for the top position. They come to 2 to go this time by. And Kyle Craven assumes the race lead, coming to 2 to go. It's a 1/3 of a second gap between himself and Nia Steidl, and it's all going to come down to turns 3 and 4. Not going to be the case. The deal is sealed, and American Motorsports is going to victory lane, and it's Kyle Craven winning the M&M's 400 from here in Minnesota. And man, this would be huge. Maguire has to be at the edge of his seat right now, watching his girlfriend, Janiah Hill, lead the charge with Nia Steidl down there on the inside. And we'll have one more lap to go in the 2025 point season, last lap for Miami. This will be a huge momentum booster for Maguire Motorsports, as they will be full-time in 2026. But for tonight, this is going to be amazing. Janiah Hill through turns 3 and 4. He started the year off by winning the Clash at the LA Coliseum, and here she comes off of turn 4. Janiah Hill is a Pepsi Cup Series winner in Miami. But Giacomo is getting pretty aggressive here, coming to 5 to go. All over the back bumper of Russell Blaze here. Definitely was all over the back bumper of that 69 going through turn number 5. Now heading through turn 7. Still right there in that back bumper. But now let's see if he's going to cut low. He's going to try to cut low here. Down to the inside. Whoa, hold up. Hold up. We got ourselves a race on our hands. Giacomo trying to get to the inside of Russell Blaze. Now on the right-hand side. Blaze with the advantage here. Now goes back to Giacomo. So new race leader. It's Bruno Giacomo in the 95 machine trying to win it for Appalachia Motorsports. Down this short straight one more time. Blaze is going to have one more chance, possibly through the final corner, if Giacomo messes this up, which I believe is going to be slim to none. They come off of turn number 7. The deal is sealed. Bruno Giacomo is a WRLA Pepsi Cup Series winner. He gets it done at Watkins Glen. Taylor trying to go for his first win, along with CG Hull trying to go for his second. Race leader Joshua Cornish trying to go for his second win. McClure trying to go for his first. They catch up to Andrew Miller once again. And that's going to slow everybody down. Skylar Taylor, look at the 41 down on the inside with 2 to go. Using the 96 as a pick, Skylar Taylor breaks out with the lead. Oh my goodness gracious. They're coming around this time for the white flag.
And Skylar Taylor has the advantage. Will he be leading? Coming back to the checkered flag. White flag in the win. 1 lap to go from Vegas. McClure starts to pull up on the 41. But that might be just too little too late. Down the back straightaway one last time. And through turns 3 and 4, I think the deal is sealed at this point. They worked their way off of turn number 4. Skylar Taylor is finally a Pepsi Cup Series winner as they win at Las Vegas.
Didn't have a good enough run. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Pit stops are taking place. Hold up a minute. Pit stops are taking place. There are some drivers that cannot make it on fuel. Oh my goodness. Now the game of chess is officially on. Dorn and Monaco, they're still running on the racetrack. The question is, how much more fuel do they have with 3 to go? They're coming off of turn number 4. Rogel Dorn currently leads it with the white flag out. He leads the way. Dorn does. Will he be leading coming back to the checkered flag? Let's find out. Currently being held up by Stephen Colon here. Eric Monaco is all over the back bumper of that number 31. But you also have Reagan Whitlock in the mix as well. Dorn almost made it 3 wide, tried to take it downstairs. But here comes Stapleton in the 97. Stapleton right there on the back bumper of the 86. Is he going to make a move? No, he's not. The deal is sealed, and Rogel Dorn wins the Maple Leaf 500 at Ricky. But as we come down this time by, they're going to face the white flag. This time by, coming off of 4. White flag is waving. 1 lap to go for Rogel Dorn. Rogel Dorn came into this race 27th in the point standings. Working his way down the backstretch one last time. He's done an incredible job of growing the gap between himself and Russell Blaze. And now finally, all 3 Durrani racing cars are going to visit victory lane. Rogel Dorn wins the Southern 500. He comes off of turn 4. Giacomo with a great run. White flag falls. 1 final lap here at Charlotte. Walker leads it by a half a second over the 99 of Noah Clifton. McClure and Giacomo, remember they have fresh tires, but it's not even going to matter. Down the backstretch one final time. He joined WRLA in 2020. He reinvented Walker Family Motorsports, won as an owner 3 times over, and now finally, Wyatt Walker is a WRLA Pepsi Cup Series winner in Charlotte. Coming around through turn number 4, the white flag falls. Noah Clifton leads it. Will he be leading coming back to the checker? Let's find out. 0.13 seconds is the gap between Clifton and Bonsignor. Bonsignor is practically right there, but he's not close enough to make a challenge. Down the back straightaway they go one final time, heading into the 3rd corner. It has finally happened. NS Racing is going to go to victory lane, but it's going to be with Noah Clifton as he wins the Quaker Safe 400 here in Atlanta. Ooh, Rose getting pretty close. Monaco comes to pit road. He doesn't have enough fuel to make it. So now that question arises with 4 to go. Will these drivers have enough fuel to make it back? As Rose takes the lead and Quentin Moore trying to steal it away as he's in contention. He goes to the inside of Rose down the back straightaway. But so far, I'd say so far, I don't think he's going to have it here. Yeah, he's going to lift pretty hard going through the corners. And here comes all these other cars. Moore, Phillips, and Ramsey, they can't make it. 3 to go. Jerry Rose continues to hold the lead. Roberto Crown Jr. to the inside. Aaron Abel and Lopez fight it out for third. Zachary Taylor and Noah Clifton are waiting in the wings just in case if they have enough to make it back. As they come to 2 to go. Wait a minute. Do these drivers have enough? Abel and Lopez do not have enough. They can't make it. 2 to go. Crown takes the race lead away. And Rose right around the outside. This has turned into a 4-horse fight for the win. Caution is out. The race is over. Roberto Crown Jr. is going to come home a winner. As the field works their way through turns 3 and 4, the fuel is going to hold up for Powerhouse Crown Racing Zone. Roberto Crown Jr. as they work their way through turn 4. Checkers are in the air, and Roberto Crown Jr. will win the Firekeepers Casino 400 here in Michigan. Roberto Crown Jr. finally is a WRLA Pepsi Cup Series winner. Last lap of the 2025 season, Hill leads it. Will she be leading coming back to the checkers? Just a little over a quarter of a second on Nathan Stapleton, who's still trying to fend off the 33 of Val Moscow. Down the Long Pond straightaway one last time. Stapleton's last-ditch effort is going to have to be down here in turn 2. He's going to absolutely send it into the corner. He's right there. Gets a little loose. Oh, but Hill's slowing down. Hill is slowing down. What in the world happened to Janiyah Hill? She just slowed down. And that will give Jerry Rose the lead and the win here in Pocono. Oh my goodness! Janiyah Hill just ran out of gas!